was a silent picture. They remade that movie again in Nassau in 1955, and then filmed several James Bond films in Nassau.
Wow, that's amazing.
The first one made in Nassau was Thunderball. It was filmed in 1965, and they sunk a Vulcan bomber. They made the whole movie there. It was really awesome. You can still dive the Vulcan bomber today, the set.
That's amazing. And have you met any James Bonds?
I have had the pleasure of teaching Sean Connery to dive, and I worked with the new James Bond, Daniel Craig, on Casino Royale.
Yes. 2007.
2000, yes, that's correct. We worked on The World Is Not Enough in 1997 with Pierce Brosnan. And we've also worked on The Spy Who Loved Me and Moonraker. So we've worked on several Bond films.
That's amazing. And how does it feel to work with Hollywood royalty?
Well, whenever I'm around first meet the Hollywood stars like Sean Connery or Kim Basinger or Robert Redford, we work with several of the big names. I get starstruck. But as soon as I meet them and we have a conversation, then as we start to talk about diving, then they're just like normal people to me. They're all wonderful. We've had the pleasure of working with some of the great actresses and actors in Hollywood. And even from this side of the world, we just did a film a couple years ago called Bollywood Blue. It was a big Bollywood production. That was pretty exciting.
That's amazing. And can you tell me a little bit how is it important for your company to expand in the Middle East?
Well, I had the great pleasure back in 1979, almost, gosh, that's a long time ago. I was a young man, I just finished university, and I was traveling around. I spent 2 months in Egypt. I was supposed to just go for a weekend to go see it, but I loved it so much, and I backpacked around, and I met a lot of wonderful families who took me in. I would sleep in the backyards with the chickens and the goats, and there were such warm people. I always had a soft part of my heart for Egypt, and so I always dreamed of coming back to the Middle East. And it's my hope to get some Kuwaitis and other Arab people to come